Let's take a look at this problem. We want to solve. We got 6 is equal to square root of 8 plus t plus 2. This is a radical equation. So let's review our steps for solving a radical equation. Our first step is to get a radical by itself. Do not create a fraction now. Step 2, raise both sides to a power equal to the index. Step 3, if more radicals, go back to step 1. Step 4, solve for x. If it's a linear, then you'll use your 4-step method. If it's quadratic, then you'll use a zero factor property. That's oftentimes called the zero product principle. And then step 5 is you're going to check your answers. Process gives you the correct answers, but sometimes you get false answers also. So let's go through these steps for this problem. Okay, so we got 6 equals square root, and we got 8 plus t. I don't like t's. I'll put an x there. My t's look horrible. Plus 2. Step 1, get a radical by itself. When I say get a radical by itself, we want just the radical on one side. Nothing in front of it, nothing after it. So right here we got a plus 2. So I'm going to take that plus 2 and move it over to the other side. You always do the opposite operation. We're adding 2 there, so we subtract 2 from both sides basically. So we got 6 minus 2 is equal to square root of 8 plus x. And 6 minus 2 gives us 4 equals square root of 8 plus x. Now step 2. Raise both sides to a power equal to the index. The index is whatever number is in this little slot right here. And if there isn't a number there, it's by default 2. So since this is a square root, we're going to square both sides. So we have 4 squared equals the square root of 8 plus x squared. Now 4 squared is 16. When your index matches the power you're raising it to, they cancel each other away. So we're left with 8 plus x. Step 3, if you have more radicals, go back to step number 1. We don't have any more. Step 4, solve for x. This is a linear, so we want to get x by itself. So I guess the only step we have is to take the 8 over. Take anything across or equals, your sign changes, becomes a negative 8. And 16 minus 8 is 8. So we end up with x is equal to 8. Maybe. Because remember step 5, we have to check our answer. So we want to plug that 8 back into the original problem. So we got 6 equals square root of 8 plus, and then I'm putting 8 in for the x, plus 2. And this is a question mark. We're wondering if that's equal. So we got 6, I'm wondering if that's equal. 8 plus 8 is 16, so we got square root of 16 plus 2. So we got 6, square root of 16 is 4 plus 2. And 4 plus 2 is 6. So 6 equals 6, that checks. So x equals 8 is our answer.